Hey guys, it's Laree. So in the comments from time to time, I get questions about my tension settings. So I decided in this video, I am going to talk about everything you need to know about sewing machine tension settings. Hey guys, it's Laree. If this video has brought you to my channel for the first time, welcome. This video is meant to give you all the information you need to understand and set your sewing machine tension settings in a way that works for you. Be sure to watch to the end because I'm going to give you a checklist of 5 things you need to check before you touch that tension dial. But to start this video off, I'm going to tell you 3 things that goes into making the perfect stitch. Before I do, if you're not yet subscribed, would you take a second to subscribe to this channel? And if you're finding this information helpful so far, would you let me know by giving this video a thumbs up? All right, 3 things that go into making the perfect stitch. 1 is the pressure that's applied to your fabric from the presser foot. 2 is the action of the feed dogs as they feed your fabric through the machine. And 3 is the tension that you apply to the thread and the stitch that you are using. So with that, let's take a look at the inside of my sewing machine. Since I had taken my machine apart, I thought I'd give you an inside look at how tension works. So when you thread your machine, make sure you floss it between the tension discs. When you lower your presser foot, those discs come together and put pressure on your thread. When you lift your presser foot, you release the pressure. Now, when you turn your tension dial all the way towards 0, that releases that spring and it causes little to no tension to be applied to your thread. As you turn that dial higher up, that contracts the spring and places more pressure on your thread. As you see, I can't slip it through the disc as easily. And that's how tension works. How you adjust your tension depends on the weight of the fabric you are sewing. So just to give you a contrast here, for the weight of the fabric you are sewing, you need to use the correct tension. For the type of fabric you are sewing, such as knit or woven material, you need to use the correct needle. So fine materials require a lower, looser tension, whereas heavier materials require a higher tension. For fabrics that would be considered fine, I have this knit fabric here and this woven chiffon, both very lightweight and fine. And of course we have tulle. And we know that if you apply any amount of tension to tulle, it will start to gather. This requires a very low tension because it's a very lightweight, fine material. Then we have our medium weight materials here. I have a printed rayon, I have muslin fabric here, this is a taffeta fabric. They all have similar weight, and then a cotton Ankara fabric. All of these are different types of fabrics, but the weights are similar, so the tension on these types of fabrics will also be similar. And then we have the heavyweight materials. So we have this duck cloth here. We have a heavy, thick knit material here. It's very thick. And then, of course, another very thick denim material. You can kind of just hear how thick that is. So these are some examples of how you can start to think of how you might need to adjust your tension as you're sewing different types of materials. So what type of sewist are you? Do you typically sew these fine, lightweight, flowy materials? Do you stay right here in this mid-weight section? Or do you work with more heavier materials like canvas or duck cloth? Let me know in the comments below. So now let's talk about what it even means to have perfect or the correct tension. So the perfect stitch is one that is balanced. The interlocking threads meet in the middle of the fabric. If the upper tension is too high, it will pull the lower threads up. If the lower threads are too high, it will pull the upper threads down. When you go to test your stitches on your fabric, be sure to use 2 layers of fabric, because in real life, we tend to sew with at least 2 layers of fabric. To really get an accurate reading of your tension, use at least 2 layers of fabric. To save you some time and trial and error testing your tension, Start here. Make sure your sewing machine is threaded properly. Take your upper thread from underneath the presser foot and lower the presser foot. Activate the tension. Hold on to the top thread and hold on to the bobbin thread and pull them at the same time. One should not be looser or tighter than the other. Also, just FYI, to do this test, I put in a size 18 needle. A size 18 needle is quite thick, and I can actually pull on this without causing too much stress to the needle. From this point, it's a balancing act. Decide if you want to match the tension of the upper thread to the lower thread, or if you want to match the tension of the bobbin thread to the upper thread. On your tension dial, it tells you what is the standard tension. So for this sewing machine, between 5 and 3 is the standard tension. If you are adjusting your upper tension to match your lower tension and you find that you're needing to adjust beyond this standard range here, then you will need to consider adjusting your bobbin tension to stay within this range. Let's go ahead and test some stitches. Right now I have my upper tension on 4, which is typically what I sew on. And I have green thread on top and this orange thread on the bottom, and we'll see how this looks in our fabric. Now I'm using a pretty small stitch. This is on 7 and I'm sewing on muslin fabric. And I can see a little bit of show through underneath here. The top looks excellent. The bottom, I can see little specks of green. I'm going to lengthen that stitch. And let's see, because I'm seeing little specks of the top thread in the bobbin, let me tighten the top thread just a little. Looking at the upper thread here, I can't see any of the bobbin stitches coming through. On the back, I see the tiniest specks of green coming through, but you know what? I'm happy with this, and I'm gonna leave it here. And I'm gonna tell you the same thing. Sew with whatever tension you are happy with. Now, obviously, no one wants this, but this stitch actually looks great. And I'm going to tell you to sew whatever stitch you are happy with. Since I've been playing around with my tension, I actually realized that I prefer a higher tension on my everyday sewing, like my cotton fabrics, such as this one. In the end, you are the one who is going to use the finished product. You're going to wear the garment. So sew at whatever tension you are happy with. All right, guys, I hope you found this video helpful. And now, before you touch that tension dial, be sure to check these 5 things. Make sure your sewing machine is threaded properly. Make sure your machine is clean. There's no lint buildup in the bobbin area. There are no tangled threads around the tension disc or lint buildup around the tension discs. Make sure you're using the right needle for the fabric you're sewing, and make sure that needle is not damaged. Make sure the thickness of the thread is correct for the size needle you are using. Now this one is big. Make sure you are using the same weight or type of thread in the upper thread as you are using in the bobbin. This is a button hole thread, button and carpet. This is an all-purpose thread. Using these two, this all-purpose thread in the bobbin and this button hole thread in the upper tension, created this. And guys, that's it. Now be sure to check back next weekend, because I'm going to show you how to adjust your bobbin tension for your drop-in bobbin and your front-loading bobbin. And so that you don't miss it, be sure that you are subscribed to this channel and that you have your bell notifications on so you know when I upload that video. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I hope to sew with you soon. Bye.